When did we forget how to love and be kind? This is such a basic thing, probably written down somewhere in our DNA. It is a fundamental part of being human in every way imaginable. Showing interest in others, being generous, treating your family and friends with respect and love, and trusting others. But now, especially in the Western world, people are more lonely than ever. Kids are being disrespectful to their parents. People are more isolated than ever. They don't even want to socialize, or when they socialize, they just want to get something out of each other. People forgot how to love and be kind. But let me tell you about my story. This is something I've experienced firsthand. During my A-level examinations, I became this pessimistic, always in a bad mood kind of guy. I feel like, sadly, I've become disrespectful to my parents. I felt really directionless because I was doing work I wasn't really keen on doing. You guys can probably relate to this in one way or another, but I knew that the majority of learning I was doing wasn't contributing to the life I have later down the line, meaning that I wouldn't need the stuff I was learning, and this really just made me even more pessimistic. But this past week, I felt things change. I got invited by my best friend and his family to stay at his family's house in Spain. And over this past week I was staying there, I feel like I finally found myself again. I started to become kinder and more loving again. And his family constantly expressed how happy they were to have me there. And I felt that authenticity. I actually felt how grateful they are. And it wasn't that uptight kind of gratefulness like, oh yeah, we're so happy to have you here. No, it was really the authentic kind, and they genuinely expressed gratitude every time they could. Just subtle comments about how they like the landscape, how they like the food, or just the basic situation we were in. Those subtle grateful comments about everything and anything just elevated the general happiness. This opened up the door to something I lost during my exam phase. The door to gratitude and kindness. And together with that, I also found my ability to love again. Let us now expand on the actual problem we are facing right now. Western society fundamentally teaches you a wrong lesson about kindness and love. In order to visualize that, let us write down simple equations. First of all, masculinity doesn't equal kindness. You cannot be masculine while being kind at the same time. And kindness, at least culturally, means being a nice guy. And the expression of gratitude is seen as cringe. And fake interest and flattery is just part of small talk. Now stop the video and actually think about those equations. You probably can relate to one or another in your real life. So take the time to think about them and then continue on with the video. And write them down in the comment section. I would really like to read your opinions and stories. Okay. So what is actual kindness and how can we define it? First of all, you should be more outward than inward. I know this sounds abstract, but let me elaborate on this. Being more outward means showing interest in others. It means to actually ask more questions than say things about yourself. And in order to do that, you've got to be more mindful and attentive. So the next time you meet somebody, remind yourself to actually have more interest in the other person and stop trying to make yourself interesting. The more you say about yourself doesn't actually make you more interesting. It makes you boring. And it makes others think of you as a yapper. The second is to live up to your virtues and values in everyday situations. When you're by yourself and when you're with others, if you can truly and authentically list down and write down your virtues and values and live up to them, you will naturally attract people who feel the same way. Don't try to actually change yourself or change your values just to make the other person like you. Later down the line, you will actually lose yourself and you won't be happy with yourself. I know this is very abstract, but ponder about this a few times a day and you will find a lot of great results. Lastly, let us talk about why you should be kind. Dude, there are literally no cons to this. Kindness naturally creates itself if you just try to actualize this in your own day-to-day lives, meaning showing more interest in others and respecting your own virtues and values. You will gain so much more kindness and love towards others and yourself. You will naturally have much more energy. Your general happiness will be elevated. So why won't you do this? And being happy, grateful, and authentic, and being somebody you wish to be just makes you so much more productive. And it makes you find friends and people you wish to be around with, and they wish to be around you too. You will naturally be a lot more attractive to girls, because they know that when they talk to you, they can just express their feelings and feel safe around you. Just make subtle comments of gratitude. Just express that you love the food your mom was making you. Just express how you're grateful for the weather today. Or just existing. Thank them for everything they've done. Thank them for subtle things. And believe me, this will come back and resonate with you. You receive what you give to the world. Alright man, this was a video after a long while because, yeah, my A-level examinations. And I just thought that this was something I encountered the past few days. And the perfect video to show you guys. Well, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like this video, you can hit the subscribe button and like the button and write down a comment and do some shit. And oh my god, I don't want to curse actually, but do your stuff. Be you, be grateful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye bye.